I know you've been waiting for this video. And the final breakthrough is going to happen. It's always the most difficult. This is I'm filming this during the full moon in Scorpio. I'm sorry, not the full moon, but the moon in Scorpio. The moon is currently in Scorpio right now. It is at its detriment in Scorpio. A sense of our feelings leading us astray. How we feel about somebody, what we want in life, leading us in a direction that is detrimental to us, while simultaneously not being able to give up on what we want, especially if it's a person. Scorpio, you're at an impasse. Because in order to get everything that your heart desires, you have to relinquish your ego. Relinquishing everything that it has attached itself to and identified itself with. That is true transcendence. It's an ego death. There is somebody in your life that is playing on your ego. They like the attention they get from you. They like having you trust them unconditionally. They like it, but they don't deserve it. It's very difficult, however, especially for fixed signs, to relinquish their attachments to people, because fixed signs take the most time to let people in their lives. So once you allow this person, these people in, it takes the longest to convince you that you were wrong. To make you see that they're not what you wanted. What they are there for, what they are in your life for, is one thing: to make themselves feel good that they got your attention. When it's so difficult to get your attention, you were a prize for them. Your life has so much abundance in it. You have so much abundance in you. There's so much value intrinsically to what you have. Especially on the upswing, especially on when you're feeling good and riding high. It's like the posse, the entourage that just comes along for the ride, for the benefits, of being around you. But who's there for you? Not just the benefits that you bring, but who you are, right? Like who you, loving you. Lots of times loving you is about tormenting you, about making it difficult, about making things hard, because you learn so much through that dissective and degrading energy. You understand the world so much by being treated so badly. And that does, whether you know it or not, it is the foundation for why you fundamentally hurt so bad all the time. Because subconsciously you look for the pain. which is so sad. Because what it does is it allows people in your life that will use you and will be there for their own benefit. The conflict is allowing yourself to admit you were wrong. Why? Why do that? Why admit you were wrong about somebody who is probably still your biggest cheerleader? Why? Well, the why is that we're in Virgo season right now, and Virgo does a really good job of running inventory, which bores the crap out of you. It's boring, it's tedious, it's not exciting, it's painful in a tedious way. Think of it that way, right? There's no pain as painful as having to do the pedantic, monotonous, detail-oriented work that Virgos eat up. But it makes you suffer in a way that you just want to escape. The problem is this is what is the necessity now. Because if you took stock, you turn around and realize, I don't have the right people in my life. I'm surrounded by people who encourage my ego. And you're so accepting of other people's badness, imbalance, addictions. You're so accepting. Which is why sometimes you lack the ability, or you don't, call people out on their basic shit. As long as they're stroking your ego. As long as you can feel in control of the circumstance. And even though they may be garbage, they're predictable. And that's reliable. I think you're waking up. And the truth is this, you feel bad about it. Because then there's that question in your mind, but am I disloyal? If I get rid of this person technically hasn't done anything wrong to me. And that's not you. You won't strike against somebody who hasn't done anything wrong to you. That's not you. It's just when you take inventory in this very Virgo charged mentality, when you take inventory, you realize they haven't done anything for you. I think you're okay with that. I think you're okay with somebody who's an endless black hole of your energy, as long as they're consistent. The issue is they're sucking energy and time, and they're holding you tethered to them when there's better opportunities elsewhere. People that will tell you the truth. People that will help you. People that will inspire you. People that will carry you. People that will lift you up. But you got to protect yourself from this energy. And that's what that position of Jupiter really does. Position of Jupiter and Pluto. It makes us analyze. Just because things are okay doesn't mean they're right. It makes us take inventory. It makes us take stock of why do we make the choices that we make? if they're not for reasons that are aligned with your greatest goodness, with your greatest purpose, then they're just bad for you. First card out, reclaim your power. This could very much be a person that is waiting in like waiting, person that is stalking, person that is looking, person that is watching, person that is on the hunt or on the prowl. These are both ambush predators. They both wait. They both hide out. They both use deception. I'm not really here. I'm not really here. I'm not really here. But they are really here. They have a plan. They have a long-term outlook. Financial stability. Has somebody glommed onto you for your own financial stability? This is also a sense of, in terms of your personal experience, you were able to pull yourself out of the dark and figure out a way into abundance by looking into the future, by looking ahead, not looking into the future, by looking ahead, by taking that high ground and seeing things from a sort of like an aerial perspective and being like, well, I'm going to have this. I'm going to make this. I'm going to make something of this. And you did. You absolutely did. You found this newfound sense of self, this transformative understanding of who you are and your value. You found this ability to be able to move into an unknown circumstance but still have confidence in it. And I think it worked out for you. This was definitely a bet, a gamble that worked. Good stuff. Lots of resources and lots of self-respect. And lots of outward respect, getting ahead of the game. It may have even completely transformed your life. But somebody came back into your life with a lot of confidence and a lot of pride. A lot of feeling good about themselves to the point where they had you believing they had changed. They were different. They did deserve this attention for you. This is somebody who carried themselves as a savior. They had their eye on your money. Because times were good for you. Times were up. Maybe an Aquarius season. This is Aquarius, Taurus. This is fixed energy. Wanting to know, thinking that you were right. Having that righteousness confirmed through material gain. The fact that you had the resources. The resources were there for you. You were doing extremely well. This sort of self-righteousness that grew. Oh boy. This is really doing well. Resources are abundant. You're wise. You can see in the dark. Figuring out how to do something or figuring out an opportunity that other people can't see, can't do. But here is this energy of being very guarded, protecting yourself, very worried, underneath the surface, not sure. This is Cancerian energy. It's very unbalanced, Cancerian energy. It is protective and defensive, so defensive that it literally buries itself under its own hard shell. Set healthy boundaries, because look, this is what I'm talking about. This is Cancerian energy, but this is magic works upon you instead of through you. So you're not the one in control of this magic. Somebody else is controlling you. And that's not what you like or what you'd ever like to admit. But that's the fucking truth, because this is all about taking, not giving. Controlling you by taking and not giving. Putting more and more of a burden on you. Almost using your sense of defensiveness as a means to manipulate you. This is heavy Cancerian energy. So somebody was manipulating you through giving. Somebody was manipulating you through your giving potential, through your want to do better, your want to give to the world. Could be through a charity. Just saying, because it's Aquarius energy and a lot of abundance. Giving a lot of money. Putting in a lot of money for something that you were not getting money from. Okay, that's fine. Lots of resources they picked up on you. You were cherry picked. You were open. And there was a help me. But they were not about helping. They were about themselves. You know, you wanted to do the right thing. And it's interesting how wanting so badly to do the right thing could be used so horribly against you. Somebody allowed you to feel in control and fed your ego. There's so much Taurus energy here. It just feels like somebody's siphoning off your funds. I don't think that the funds are bad right now. I also don't think that you will push this person out of your life. I know. It's like, what do you mean? Of course we will. No. But they are going, but you're not going to let them back in once they've gone. This is developed Cancerian energy in the future. This is amazing Cancerian energy that says, I'm ready to let go. I know that certain things are holding me back and holding me down, and I gotta let go. Also, leaving yourself wide open, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, not being defensive, letting your guard down, and learning from the past. So it's almost like allowing yourself to think or imagine the unimaginable, because now you know better. This is Taurus energy too, and it's interesting how we start from very light Taurus energy to very steadfast, heavy Taurus energy to evolved Taurus energy. I don't know if you're dealing with a Taurus, but if not, this is definitely revolving around finances. I think you're going to recognize that ultimately, whoever screwed you for money, you don't care. That sounds funny. You don't care. It's not like you're going to try to get the money back. You're just allowing it to teach you. This is sort of a level up for you. This is a transcendence of sorts. Because there's a sense of, you took my money. Okay. You took advantage. Okay. You lost me. That's your punishment. Someday you're going to wake up cold and alone. Someday you're going to wake up sad and missing me. And I won't even be thinking about you. It's almost like your sense of revenge has left you, which is strange, but it's true. There's a sense of, wow, you saved me energy for just revealing what you're really about. Thank you, and goodbye. Holy crap. You know that that's going to kill somebody. You know that not giving them an explanation, not allowing them to even waste any more of your energy that they have been wasting. You know that that is going to get them worse than any lawsuit. Any revenge. Nope. It doesn't. You know why it doesn't really matter to you? Because they took themselves out of your own life through this behavior. You don't have to take responsibility for this. And that in and of itself relinquishes you from any kind of responsibility for what happens to them next. You know to just move on. You also know, and here's the wonderful thing, you've sort of transcended beyond being defensive and shutting down all your walls and locking everything down. You don't want to be that heavy right now. You don't want that burden. That's a burden that you don't have to carry and you shouldn't carry because somebody else fucked up and somebody else wasn't trusting. I wonder what the tarot cards are going to say. Let's see what the angels have to say. Forgiveness and courage are the two that came out. Holy moly. Creative potential and kindness. Let's see. Forgiveness was the first card that came out for the angel messages. Let the past go. Clear your heart and mind through forgiveness. Wow. Now, forgiveness doesn't condone something that has been bad that has been done to you. But what it does do is it liberates you from being influenced by it. And this is forgiveness. This is letting go and not allowing somebody to impact you any longer. I just saw 333 on my timekeeper. That's holy balance. That's holy trinity. Think of, yes, this is it. You are finally able to get that person out of your life without any feeling of insensitivity or guilt. And I think that even when you were suspecting them before, you just couldn't do it. You couldn't push them out of your life because it would have made you feel too crappy. Would have made you feel like you were disloyal. It's like their own disloyalty took them out of your life. Almost like, I'm going to try to manipulate. I'm going to try to say, hey, listen, if you don't back me or support me, then I'm just out of here. And that's why I got this Cancerian energy. I don't know if you're dealing with a Cancerian. You don't have to be, but this is a Cancerian MO, as in, walking out of your life to get you to chase after them. And you're just not having that. Whoever wants to walk out of my life, there's the fucking door. I'm not chasing your ass down the street. You can take that drama with you. I don't hate you. I don't wish you anything. I don't think you. And that's the power here, is not wishing any ill will, saying, I don't think this is the right decision that you're making, but I'll open the door for you. And it's not going to be open when you come back, just because I don't keep my doors wide open at night. But forgiveness also has to do with yourself. Letting the past go so you don't get into this mindset of, did I do enough? Or what did I do to cause this? It wasn't you. It was actually happening the whole time. It was just happening in a way that you were okay with it. So you let it persist. Courage. You have what it takes. Just do it. We, your angels, are here to support you. You know what this is all telling me? Your opportunity is now. You have an amazing opportunity in front of you. Something that will really push you forward and push you above and beyond in life. There's lots of future in this sense. There's abundance. There's clarity of purpose that you have right now. Whatever idea you're working on or project that you're working on, go for it. Do it. This is the time to charge at it, especially after this person has stopped hanging on you. Because they were a burden and you would not have done anything. But now that they've let go, you can do everything you've ever wanted. Do it. Now's the time. Go ahead. Creative potential. Listen to this. You are by nature infinitely creative. Life is a sea of creative potential just waiting to be expressed through you. You are free to express all your heart's desires. You finally let go of those bonds, those obligations to somebody. This could very well be somebody that you worked for, a mentor of sorts. Somebody who helped you out, brought you up, was very loyal to you, but simultaneously they were also somebody who was using you. You were their star player. They needed you. They needed to keep you happy. You may be letting this person go because they passed on. But I don't think so. I think it's more a realization of, I want some better people in my life. You are by nature infinitely creative. It's like now you're doing you. You're allowing yourself to entertain those ideas that you could never talk about with this other person, or you could never achieve with them. And yet for some reason you held yourself back in order to stay with them instead of jump on the opportunities that you have in front of you. Well, now coast is clear. And you don't have to feel guilty about it. Kindness. A kind gesture rekindles your belief in the power of love. Remember to be kind to yourself. So a new door is opening up for you, Scorpio. A new chapter in your life. And maybe it's this love that's going to say, hey, this is where you go next. I'm going to move to tarot. We need some more details. I'll see you guys over there. The link is below, guys.